What's going on, all of you awesome members of the Carlos region and anybody new checking out today's video. Today I thought we'd take a trip back in time to when I used to upload top 5 lists. I made my top 5 favourite grass, fire and water type Pokemon lists, and I'd like to pick up where I left off with today's topic. Ghost type. Out of all the different types in Pokemon, I'd have to say that the Ghost type is right up there with one of my favourites. There's just so many awesome Pokemon out there with that typing. Without further delay, let's get straight into today's list. First off is Chandelure. To our regular viewers, it won't be much of a surprise that I've added this Pokemon to the list. I absolutely love Chandelure. But for those new, I'll explain. Honestly, it's one of those Pokemon based on a regular object that I just absolutely adore. It's very difficult, however, to choose between this and Rotom because the main reason I like them is that it's everyday objects come into life. And being an avid fan of the Toy Story series, I love this idea. What separated the two though was because when I first got back into the Pokemon TCG, Chandelure was one of the very first holo cards I pulled, and just that memory just brings me back and fills me with that joy, and that's why Chandelure made the list. Next up is one of the two newer Pokemon on this list, Alolan Marowak. Alolan Marowak was such a good idea from the get-go. Whenever I spoke to someone last year about the kind of Pokemon they wanted to see get Alola forms, Marowak was always on everybody's list. And they always gave him the Ghost type that we all know it should have had in the first place. However, Game Freak going one step further and giving it the Fire type to fit in with the Alola way of life was just perfect. And it's pretty useful in battle too, so it's a good all-rounder. At number 3 we have Mimikyu. I've spoken about my love for Mimikyu quite a bit, so I won't ramble on too long here. Needless to say, like most Pokemon, I love this one's design. However, its backstory really pulled me in and just made me like it as much as I do Raichu, and just the fact that Mimikyu isn't all that easy to catch in Sun and Moon really added some value for me. I did manage to pick one up, however, throughout my game, and it carried me through some really rough spots in the Elite Four. Haunter. Haunter was my mascot, so you kinda knew that it was going to be somewhere on this list. Maybe you thought it'd be number 1, but this time for me, nostalgia is actually what kept it from the top spot. You see, although I love Haunter and I used it a ton back in Generation 1 when I wasn't able to trade him, the fact that there's so much nostalgia surrounding him is what made me think, hold on, am I just saying Haunter is my favourite because of the time of Generation 1, my age of playing those games? And the answer is, honestly, yes, kinda. Finally, the cream of the crop, the top of the mountain. The best ghost type in my personal opinion is Aegislash. Aegislash is a lot like Marini was for me in Sun and Moon. It became my favourite not only because I was an idiot and I didn't know I could obtain it earlier on in the game, but also because of its uses in competitive battling. Aegislash was and is amazing in battle, and with more than one way to use it, it's awesome. It also fits in with my affection for certain objects being brought to life, and its design is both simple yet clever. Overall, Aegislash is definitely my top pick of all the ghost types so far, but who knows what my favourite Pokemon might be in the future. So that's it, that was some of my favourite ghost type Pokemon. Did I leave any of your favourites out on this list? Do you think I may have overlooked some? Let me know with a comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like as it would really help me out, and if you're looking for some more list videos, why not check out my previous video about my starter Pokemon in every region, in the iCards, description and end cards of this video. That's it for now, I hope you all have a fantastic day and I'll see you next time. Bye!